We got some news and information on the NIO app, and we're also going to talk about the pension plan that dumped a bunch of AT&T, but also bought into Tesla and NIO. But before we hop into that, just hit that sub button. It's the best way to stay up to date on all things NIO and all things stock market related news. Also, we got links down in the description for you guys. If you guys are interested in Webull, you guys deposit $100, you guys get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,800. We also got links down there for the merchandise, and we also got a link down there for the Patreon to get you access to our Discord. Well, let's go ahead and hop into it, man. So let's go ahead and start talking about this Wisconsin pension plan doing some massive work with NIO.
Yeah, so they tripled its investment in Tesla, and they also bought more shares of NIO. So they bought a little under 72,000 more Tesla shares to end the first quarter with over 104,000 Tesla shares. It's a pretty good chunk of shares that they got. Right. But they also bought 69,000 more NIO shares. And that raises its investment to a little over 192,000 NIO shares as well. So that, they also got a good chunk of NIO shares as well.
Right. They're going to be sitting fat
when
NIO doubles itself. I think by the end of this year, when NIO doubles itself, and into next year, because I think 2022 is going to be the year for NIO, and this pension plan is going to be sitting fat.
Yeah,
buying at these low prices.
NIO's setting themselves up for fantastic 2022 with all the expansion they're doing, Jack increasing their production doubling, and then just the factory they're doing in the NIO Park plus the expansion into Europe. It just goes on and on. So next year, I think is going to be just huge for NIO. Hopefully. But let's go ahead and talk about this NIO app, because that's the bigger news of this story here. We just wanted to bring you guys a little bit of information about that big pension plan buying into NIO. But first, before we hop into this NIO app, we wanted to give a shout out to Jeff Sanchez. He sent us this picture from out in California of the ES6 NIO sedan, the SUV. All he sent us was the back end of the picture. He was probably just obviously driving and just happened to see it. But I think it's pretty cool to get some viewer photos of this kind of stuff. It's what we talk about. So a big shout out to him for sending us that picture. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool that someone that watches our videos actually saw a NIO in person, not just some news article. Like, they actually saw one in person. I think that's pretty cool.
Right. Yeah, I would love to see one of these in person. So hopefully they'll bring them to the Detroit Auto Show. Maybe that's right up my alley. So fingers crossed there. But let's go ahead and talk about this NIO app. So the NIO app they announced they released some information on how many users they have and what the app does. And so basically the NIO app has more than 1.6 million registered users and more than 200,000 daily users. And they said that's as big as some of their social media platforms over there in China. So if the NIO app is that big, that's pretty damn good.
Yeah, I mean, especially, they just sold their over 100,000th car or whatever, and there's over 1.6 million people using their app. So obviously there's a lot more people using their app than, you don't have to be a NIO owner to use their app, is what I'm trying to say. So I think that's huge, because that's just going to help build the brand, and, you'll get into it here in a little bit, but you can buy all kinds of stuff on the app as well. Right,
exactly. And so some of the features of this app is the first and foremost thing is the ability to manage your vehicle. We can see in this screenshot here that was on the article that we read, and I did see some of these screenshots on Twitter, so they are legit screenshots. But you are able to manage your vehicle. It tells you the range that you have left. I'm assuming this percentage is probably how much percentage of the battery is left.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm assuming based on this icon down here, because I can't read Chinese, that this is probably a service, a location, and maybe charging here.
Yeah, maybe to get charging locations or something.
Right. And so there's a whole bunch of other icons, but we could totally guess about those. But one of the bigger things I think is cool about this NIO app is the fact that they're bringing NIO Life into it as well. It's not just a manage my vehicle kind of app. And we can see from this other screenshot that they said that the next tab over from the managing of the car is the Discover tab. It's called Discover. But basically they said that it's used to display content from other users on the app and other users of the vehicle. So you don't have to own a vehicle to have the app, which I think is a great marketing scheme from NIO to bring people into the NIO Life, give them the experience, and that's just going to make you want a car even more.
Exactly.
Right. So basically this Discover tab, it basically shows you content based on like an algorithm that NIO has put together, and you could see business related posts from NIO. You could see people buying other cars and tips that they're offering about the cars, tips about the cars themselves. But they said that some of these articles are read by tens of thousands of people every day.
Yeah, I think that is huge. Like you can get, it's basically like people writing their own reviews of their NIO car that they bought, and that's going to be huge because anytime I go to buy anything that I've never bought before, I always look for reviews. Right. Like that's just, it seems like a thing that's becoming more and more popular. So when you can get like firsthand experience from someone that bought it, that's definitely going to help someone else buy a NIO.
Right. I 100% agree. I 100% agree. And hopefully, this will just keep building upon itself to get bigger and bigger, and it's just going to draw more people in. It's going to draw them into the NIO Life buildings themselves, and then, that's how you sell the car. So, honestly, I think it's kind of like a great little scheme they got going on. But the other part is their NIO Life tab, which is pretty much like an e-commerce store where you can buy things NIO related. It's unclear on whether or not like everything here is related to NIO, or if you could just put stuff for sale on this section of the app. But I mean, you could literally buy anything from the article that we were reading says you could buy anything from wine to towels. It looks like to t-shirts to bedding. I'm sure you could probably buy things for your car.
Yeah, and I know they have the NIO Life stuff also has just like stuff for your kitchen, like plates and cups and like pretty much anything. It seems like they're in like anything you would possibly need.
Exactly.
Could just be NIO.
Exactly. Right. So I'm thinking that like this is NIO's way to kind of be more than just a car company and, become a better company than it's, I think they're really trying to be like an Apple here, where Apple offers more than just computers and iPhones. Right. So I think they're headed down the right track here. But that's going to wrap up this quick NIO video. We hope you guys enjoyed this update. If you guys did, hit that sub button. It's the best way to support the channel. Hit that like, share, notification about all that good stuff as well. Let us know in the comment section below. What do you guys think of this app? They said that there's no English version of the app yet, but that should be coming, as they get into more countries that are English speaking. Norwegian one is coming, I think later this year. So sometime in July. So we'll see that and hopefully get our hands on that. Maybe. We'll see. But yeah, so let us know in the comment section below what you guys think of all this, and thank you guys so much for all your support. We got links in the description for NIO. We got a link down there for Weeble. We got one down there for the Patreon that gets you access to our Discord, and we got one down there for the merchandise. So you guys get yourself a cool Stock Dudes hat if you're interested in that. But again, thank you all so much for all the support. We'll see you in the next video.